Okay, we're back in our program on Inside Bicol, and our topic for tonight is the latest Typhoon application considered as the most innovative software, Typhoon software. And we're lucky to have with us an expert on Typhoon and also an expert on IT. So siguro pagulayan tani, ano ining ina-upload na latest Typhoon application software? Perhaps tell us more about this.
Okay, iTyphoon basically is a mobile software application that we developed for various users. The idea is to bring Typhoon updates direct to the mobile phones of everybody around the world, especially to Filipinos. Ang kahalagahan man lang kani is it's been a long time that Michael Padua here has been providing Typhoon updates to everybody for free. With the rise of the smartphones, pag-abot ka ng mga iPad, iPhone, iPad Touch, Samsung Galaxy, Galaxy Tab, HTC, baka may di ako ma-mention na brand. It's a perfect time na itong information na halinang tinataon ni Mike Padua for free should also go directly to this mobile. Precisely, this is what iTyphoon is all about.
So what are the things that we can get out of it? Ano bang mga information, specific information na pwede tang makuha dyan?
Okay. I think I'll just run through the slides. Well, the iTyphoon is a free application, and the features are actually as follows. We have 4 sections: the details, the map, the reference, and the credits. Yung details talks about the narrative of what a Typhoon is. You have a heading, the icon, the summary, background, signals, and distances. Basically, if you look at the screen, yun yung first screen niya, may hiling mo so update number, so summary kung ano ang Typhoon. And yun yung sa pinakamahalagang, dahil ko aram kung binabasa kan mga tao, no? Inig narrative. It's a very important paragraph or portion of the details. Because here is where Mike Padua actually explains in detail yung behavior ng Typhoon. So many people has to read it very carefully. Now, aside from the narrative, you have a background that is very intuitive. If the background is on Mount Mayon, it means that Typhoon has reached land. If the background is an ocean, it means the Typhoon is over the ocean. Now, if the icon is malaki yung butas and lumalaki lalo, it means it is weakening. If the mata is becoming smaller, it means it's intensifying. On the other hand, we derive public signal warnings from Pag-asa. It's also being shown on the application, and it's also showing the distances of the Typhoon with respect to popular locations and destinations. And then the last part is about the forecast, what will happen in the next 6 to 12 to 36 3 to 5 days,
2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days in terms of the weather condition. Pero ang pinaka-paborito in our observation na feature of the software paborito kan publiko is the map. The map is a very exciting feature because it tells us of 2 things. One is the Typhoon location, and the other one is the location of the user or the device itself. Here is a screenshot of how we tracked Mina. If you look at this, there are 2 pins, the green one and the red one. The red pin is where you are. The red pin is where the Typhoon is. So if you look at it closely, magayon na mahiling mo kung gaano karayo si Typhoon with respect kung saan kayaon. So this is one of the features that people love so much, and we've been receiving a lot of emails regarding this particular feature. So primarily, yan po ang 2 features kaning iTyphoon na sa hiling may magayon na nagagamit kan publiko.
Okay, so in a nutshell, it means that they will now be able to really visualize, also to be able to learn the analysis that Mike is doing most of the time, so that I guess ang epekto niya, they will be magiging preparado sila, no? Kasi kahit dubaga, we all just listen minsan sa radio para imagine ta na yan maya ay iba nga ni dahil pa may sabihin kong is niya o ko yan Birac o mga organ. But with the applications that you have developed, the software, and with the modern technology, yung mga phones, smartphones, talagang na visualize na nila ang typhoon, especially na. But, how did you develop this? Mike, paano mo na develop ni in collaboration with?
Actually, Magno is a best friend of my sister Lisa. So we met a couple of years ago, and he introduced about a plan to produce some kind of device on the web. Before, wala pa yung napuddang mga smartphones. Then, kwento-kwentuhan lang. Then, last year, since dumating yung new technology, doon na isipan namin ni Magno na maggawa ng new application.
Okay. Now, what is the difference of this application of yours at saka yung mga existing application or software na being used by, let's say, Pantasa and other typhoon tracking? Anong kaibahan?
Well, the difference of this application is that I myself, as an expert, I get data from the different agencies like the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, various models, Japan Meteorological Agency, and the signals from Pag-asa, of course. But on the main content of the storm, I analyze them and interpret it into layman's, because these are technical terms. When you look at it on the web, nobody could understand it. So I interpret them and give it the best possible scenario that the storm should do in an affected area on where it is going. So that's what I do to analyze today.
Okay.
So that's
now,
the difference.
On your part, Magno, what did you do in order na si interpretation na bigay ni Michael mailaog mo naman sa software?
Actually po, same thing din. Kung na-mention ni Michael, kadahol man kitang mahihiling ng mga websites or sources na nagsasabi ng mga technical data about typhoon. Kaya lang sa dakulang problema is, ako nga ni talaga mismo, dahil ko naiintindihan si mga satellite images. Yeah, you get the idea, pero paano na daw itong mas simple lang ang paghiling sa mga harog kaning bagay. So we thought that the smartphone is a very good platform to make technical information even more expressed visually, using maps, using pins, using location, using drawings, using animation, using icons, backgrounds. Tangani na ining mga technical data mas madaling maintindihan kang ordinaryong tao. For example, as simple as sabihin tang where is the typhoon? It is over the ocean. It is actually landfalling. We simplified that by using a background. If the background is mayon, naglandfall na siya. If the background is ocean, yaon pa siya sa ocean. So that's basically what we tried to do. Medyo to maximize so capabilities ng hardware, tangani na mas mapakinabangan kang tao.
And also I want to add, ang maganda rin dito sa application, it has a frequently asked questions like what call this?
Yung
references. You should know, you can understand kung anong ibig doon, mga symbols nakalagay po doon in layman's, malalaman, madaling maintindihan. And also, since ako yung nagbibigay ng information, sila naman ni Magno, his team has the knowledge on how to put it on the smartphones. Kasi kung ako lang, hindi ko magagawa yun. So, yun yung ang expertise nila. So, yun.
Yeah. Maganda. At least, the way I see it is that yung mga technology na tungkol dyan sa typhoon, of which expert dyan si Michael, and then with your expertise naman sa IT,
Yes.
na ila-admin do talaga into the simplest type of information that is readily available, at the same time easily visualized kan sa tuyang mga kababayan. Ano? I know for a fact that a lot of us, medyo na pag sinabi nga ng East of Catanduan, ang iba nga nila, aram kong sa inyo yan, ang West, ang mga aram yan. And I guess with the application that you have made, software, talagang maintindihan na. Maski ito nga ni Sabitang naglaong na si area of responsibility. Kaya pagmatik ko, that is going to be very helpful, especially sa mga LG, sa preparedness program like that. So, how does one get access to your information? Paano nila makukuha yan, and then how can they have it on their computer?
Currently, there are 2 platforms supported. Basically po, limited lang talaga si resources me, kaya they may man magibo si iTyphoon in all na klaseng hardwares na available. Right now, we have iTyphoon working on 2 platforms. The iOS, that means Apple. If you have an iPad, an iPad Touch, or an iPhone, iTyphoon should work in your devices. It's free. You can download it at the App Store. Just look for iTyphoon or just type Bagyo or Typhoon. You can download it for free. The other platform is Android. Ini po ang medyo mas widely used because there are Android devices that are as low as 5,000 pesos. Pwede mo nang mabakal. For the Android, you just need to look for it at the Android market. You can also type Bagyo or type iTyphoon and then download it as well for free. Sample of Android devices include ini mga Galaxy Tabs and then many other similar devices. So it's basically for free. Ang pakiulay nga ni sana i-download kang mas dakol na tao sa buong Kinaban kasi kung 10 ang nagagamit kumpara sa 50,000 na tao ang nagagamit, parehas man sana po ang samong pagal, mas maray ng mapakinabangan.
So ano yan, you maintain your own site, no? In short, gawin na po kaya na nag-maintain ka mo ng sariling site, no? What about them in terms of speed? Ano ang kumusta ang experience nila sa speed sa pag-download ng mga
Basically po, okay. Well,
depends on the local,
of course, it
local
depends. But
connectivity.
of course, we understand ang connectivity digit, no? It doesn't really take hard, difficulty to
Daibo.
download them.
Actually, sarong pindot lang, ito na si information. Ang kaskas o ang luya na depende sa klase kang connectivity mo sa telco o sa wifi. So far po, ang proseso mi is medyo talagang grabing trabaho because sa end ni Mike, he's maintaining the content. And then, we're soon building his own Typhoon team na mas dakula para may mga katabang din siya. On our end, we're continuously developing the software, adding more features to it. So, kung si Mike day naturog, pag may bagyo, kami din day naturog so that we can tech support the software. Currently, si iOS version ta po is the number 1 weather application under free category sa Apple. Sa tuya man na Android edition is currently being used by close to 3,000 users worldwide. Sa kamugtakan po ini so far, day pa man baga nag-fail si mga servers mi. Pero kaya pa man.
So I'm sure that a lot of Bicolanos, especially those watching our program here on Inside Bicol, because we are now also seen on the net, I'm sure that once they know your program, siguradong magda-download yan. Especially, parang po, whenever there's typhoon here in Bicol, nag-arapod yan. With the software that you have developed, talagang masusundan na ninda mo yan ang nangyayari digdi sa Bicol. Kaya pag matigil ako ng bagay yan na develop nindo, and I'm sure that it would help a lot. Ang importante lang sa tingin ko is that yung tinatawag natin access to internet. Of course, ang sarong problema din sa tuyang lugar, ito dinapod na infrastructure. I know that you're familiar ang infrastructure and also yung bandwidth. So siguro we will discuss more about that in our next segment. Aramon ta ang present situation kan infrastructure. Taning the more that we'll be able to appreciate, and then siguro hopefully ang mga LGU will also give importance to the infrastructure development. So stay for a while and we'll be back.